Hey guys, hope everyone's doing well. So I'm gonna attempt to make this video again because my last one died. So today's topic is instructional DVDs, instructional releases, digital releases, and whether or not it's still viable in 2017. So I just want to talk about the past a little bit before like YouTube and these other like membership sites. We really didn't have like any other way to get new techniques or learn about what was going on in the competition scene without you know looking at like DVDs. So back in the day, we had all the tournaments were on DVDs, like the Pans and the Worlds. We had, of course, instructionals were on DVDs, VHSs before then. So that was pretty much how we got information. Um, and I remember, all my friends all had DVDs, and we just had like these huge stockpiles of like instructional DVDs, and we would trade them. And one guy would be like, "Hey, man, do you have something about some instructional on like half guard or something?" And then I would trade him for like a competition video. And I think that's kind of where the instructionals from now today are still kind of stuck back in that old time period, because with the instructionals you pretty much got like hand picked techniques from one person, from the individual showing the moves, which was fine back in the day, because we didn't really have a lot of cross pollination. There wasn't really this sharing of techniques. Even academies were still kind of, they had more of their own style. Every school had their own kind of unique style. It's not like today where the techniques kind of flow throughout the schools. So an example would be like in the past, maybe one school had a really good like pressure passing game, and I mean it's still like that now, but nowadays we have like more techniques that kind of transition throughout all the schools. Examples of this would be like X guard or barambolos. It's kind of, these are moves that you see everywhere, and that's just the modern jiu-jitsu game. But with instructionals, I just wonder if there isn't a better way, more productive way to use for competitors and instructors to use their time. We're seeing now a lot of people are using like online membership sites. So you guys have like Keenan Cornelius online. I think Andre Galvon has one. Cobrinha has one. The Mendez brothers had their one. Of course, Marcelo Garcia online. Lucas Lepre has his own. Hodrick Gracie has a new one that just came out. Henzo Gracie. So I think what people want now, they don't just want like a few techniques here or there. They kind of want the whole game. So they want to take an individual's whole game, and they want to learn how to apply it in every situation, pretty much. I think that's where a lot of athletes should probably spend their time working towards. And it's not an easy option to do. It takes a lot of time and effort and work. Um, but I think instructional DVDs, there's really only going to be like a small percentage that are worth it. Maybe like 10 to 20% are really good, and that you're going to learn something from. Otherwise, the rest of the 90 to 80% are just kind of, I'm going to be truthful. It's like fluff, and that's not on just the part. It's not only on the shoulders of the competitor or the athlete. It's just the market is so saturated that there's no way to really just show like really the techniques that work really well. People get bored of those moves, or they don't understand the worth of those moves. But if it's something flashy, something that's kind of crazy and kind of gimmicky, that will probably do better than the technique that will actually help them. And we see this on social media a lot, especially Instagram and YouTube, where the techniques are just kind of, they're just really designed to get views, to go viral, not really to help you get better at jiu-jitsu. And from there, I just want to touch on just like the two routes that you can take with the instructionals. So we have one, kind of the grassroots route, was where the person produces the instructional video or digital media product themselves. So usually it's going to be a little bit less quality than the other route that I'm going to talk about next. But the good thing is that all the proceeds usually go back towards the athlete, which is what we want at the end of the day. We want the athletes, the instructors, to be able to profit off of their work and use that to continue their training, to keep going to tournaments and competing, and to get better. The other route is what a lot of athletes will go towards, instructors will go towards. It's where it's produced by a third party. One of the biggest ones is Digitsu. I think I'm saying that right. But they produce a lot of the instructional DVDs or instructional products for a lot of the athletes. And I believe they just give them maybe some money up front, maybe a few $1,000s depending on how popular the person is, how many tournaments they've won. And also maybe they get maybe a percentage of sales if, I'm not too sure on that fact. But after they get the athlete gets paid, usually the third party owns the rest of that product. So once they pay the athlete, they keep the rest of the profit. So it really just depends on how much work you want to put into something. I think if you're starting out, you probably you're gonna only have the one option, and that's going to be to do it yourself. You're gonna have to learn how to film the techniques and how to edit and how to produce a website and all the other stuff. Otherwise, the other form, usually you have to wait until you become more popular before the third party companies like Digitsu will even consider you for a DVD product or online product. So I just kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit. I think it's instructionals are a very good way for athletes to make money, especially starting out. But I just wonder if maybe they should go the route of making their own membership sites. I think they're probably going to have a better one. They're going to have more revenue in the long term because the instructional DVDs, they might have a few sales, here or there, but with their own website, membership site, they can keep that up forever, and they can get members reoccurring, so they could do billing for a whole year or maybe for a few months, and then have people reestablish their account. Or it's just going to be easier to add on to a website versus that digital product that maybe it's a one-off, which is okay. But if say the third party owns their image and their information, then they can't really profit off of it anymore. So you see a lot of guys, they kind of transition. I think Lucas is a good example. He used to do a lot of DVDs with Digitsu, but now he's starting his own online program, online membership site. So I really think that's going to be the better route for a lot of people to go. And really, people really attach themselves to the athletes. I think they see a part of themselves, or they see it's very aspirational. They see someone they want to be like. So I think that's also an important part of it. It's not just, hey, this person's really good has really good technique. It's also, hey, the people really like their style. They want to be like that person. So those are going to be the people that will want to sign up on their websites. But I'm not knocking instructionals at all. I think it's a great way to make money. But I'm just thinking long term. I think the instructionals were really great back in the day when that's all we had. But now the media is changing. The technology is changing. So if you guys think like I think that's awesome. Otherwise, if you have different opinions, you can always voice them in the comment section. And guys, please like this video, and also check out my other social media. Check out my Instagram. I'm trying to get to 1,000 on there. My Facebook, want to get to 500, and of course my YouTube. My goal, I think by the end of the year, I can hit 200, but my goal is to be at 500, pretty soon. So please like this video and subscribe. Until next time, ciao.